Hey everyone, what's up? It's Ventus, and this is going to be kind of a bonus episode, I guess, of Agent Overview. It's going to be the continuation of the previous episode, which I did on Sharp. So, what happened was recently Invisible Ink got an update. We got a bunch of new programs, some balance changes, and the most important thing, I guess, would be the archive versions of Sharp and Prism. So, because the previous episode was on Sharp, I'll just continue talking about Sharp. This time, I'll talk about his archive version. Now, it's not going to be very long. Most of the stuff that I talked about with Sharp still applies. I'm just going to go over the difference between the archive version and the on-file version, which actually isn't that big. So, as you know, the on-file version, his augment modular cybernetic frame, gives him 6 augment slots, and whenever he has 3 augments, he'll get bonus effects. He'll get the bonus effect of melee weapon KO damage +1. So that means that this Neural Disruptor, if he has 3 augments installed, instead of KOing a guard for 2 turns, it KOs a guard for 3 turns. The difference between the two versions of Sharp is that modular cybernetic frame X2 doesn't affect melee KO damage, but it affects armor piercing, melee weapon armor piercing. So the difference is armor piercing allows you to penetrate units' armor, basically. It's pretty self-explanatory. So with the lead enforcers that appear after a couple days, the armored security guards, the heavy security, the ones with 2 armor, the soldiers with 3 armor, well, if you have armor piercing, then you can bypass their armor and KO them. So what this means is that once you install 3 augments, Sharp will automatically get +1 armor piercing to his melee weapons. And this means that this version of Sharp is actually a little bit better in the mid game. The on-file version of Sharp, he's not exactly that good until you get like a lot of items on him and a lot of augments on him. Just because melee KO damage, it's more like a luxury than anything else. But this one rather, the armor piercing is a necessity. You actually have to have the armor piercing. Otherwise, you basically can't do much at all after day 3, day 4. Especially after Endless Mode in day 5, when things start getting really difficult, you really need to have the armor piercing because everything basically has armor at that point. So this version of Sharp is more focused on just being able to function kind of in the mid game, past day 2, and he'll basically be okay. He'll be a lot better than the on-file version of Sharp, just because the melee KO damage doesn't help as much as the melee armor piercing. So this means that you can focus your augments on him, and he'll be pretty good. Even in campaign mode, he'll be pretty good because by day 2, you should be able to get maybe like a ranged armor piercing augment and whatever else you want to put on him, and then automatically he'll get that melee KO, melee armor piercing, and all you need is a Neural Disruptor 3, and you'll be able to take on any mission without any problems at all. So with this version of Sharp, his strengths are he kind of ramps up faster than the other version of Sharp. The difference is the weakness is that his AP is reduced by 1. So this means that you're going to have to invest in speed as soon as possible just to make up for that 1 less AP you have. The other agent in the game is Dr. Shu. Dr. Shu has subdermal tools. Subdermal tools reduces his AP as well. So now we have 2 different agents whose augments have a debilitating effect along with their enhancing effects. And obviously, because of that, it's really good to make up for their deficiency, I guess you could call it. So basically, that's the archive version of Sharp. Once I make the Prism video, I'll go over the Prism altogether, both her on-file version and her archive version. But until then, that's Sharp. He's complete now. He's no longer just half a robot. He's a complete robot. And that's it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.